Oh hi, thanks for watching my video. So I made a video a little while ago, an experiment, where I took a sim in The Sims 4 who did not like children, and I locked her in a house with nothing but toddlers. So guess what we're doing today? That's right, we're doing the same thing in The Sims 3. I have my sim here, her name is Jean. She's mean, she's non-committal, she doesn't like children. She's kind of looking at me right now like, as if to say, are you serious? She doesn't actually have any children, but she's locked in this house with 7 toddlers. We're going to be observing her for 24 sim hours, so we'll call it 9 a.m. on Monday, to see how she deals with it. Is she going to meet their needs? Are they all going to get taken away? If you've seen a lot of my experiment videos, you'll know that I try to intervene as little as possible, so that this is mainly just an observation experiment. So what that means is that if there are any fatalities, I'm not going to be stepping in. If there's a fire and they all burn to death, so be it. Sorry. These toddlers are much noisier than the ones in The Sims 4. So we got these 3 straight away in with the blocks. Looks like they're having a great time trying to eat them. I never noticed that detail before, that they put stuff in their mouths. Then we have a toddler over here, also sticking shit in her mouth, playing with the dolls, playing in imagination land. I can just hear the toddlers, and then I can hear Jean in the background just going, oh, come on. It will be interesting to see how she manages their needs for the next 24 hours. Now, I deliberately gave them a very small space. I couldn't give her 7 high chairs, so she's just going to have to try and work quickly. She can't feed 7 toddlers at the same time anyway. She does have 6 beds, so that should be all right. For someone who hates children, she's doing pretty well, playing around with them. Who do you think you're hiding from? I see you. So yeah, we're still in early days, it's only been a couple of hours. Nothing's really started kicking off. Everyone's fairly happy. I'm sure, give it another 6 hours, this will be a complete shit show and a horrible state of affairs. But I like to see how Sims cope in the face of a crisis. So enjoy it while you can, Jean. Enjoy it before they all start shitting and crying and starving and screaming. I do like that even though she doesn't like children, she's kind of overcoming that for the sake of being nice. Some Sims just don't find children to be adorable bundles of joy. So yeah, she's not too happy just from being around them. But she clearly has some natural instincts, because she's still been picking them up and playing with them. Thankfully, they're all kind of keeping themselves amused right now. Thinking about food. Good idea. Maybe you should start considering, feeding these kids. I think she has a favourite. Alec looks like is her favourite because she keeps going to Alec. Maybe it's because Alec looks the most like a baby. I'll laugh if while she's throwing him in the air, one of them's just sick on her face. Well, everyone's in the green, so that tells me that needs-wise, everyone is doing okay. We're going to start going downhill at some point. I think she's just kind of prioritising making her way through to at least hold all of them. Yeah, just going around holding them all. No attempt to fill any needs just yet. Except maybe the attention need, I suppose. You're going to go check in with yourself. Not even a single tear shed yet. You know what, Jean? You're doing pretty well. You're doing pretty well at keeping your cool, not letting it get to you. Once upon a time, this was my job. Only except for 7 toddlers, it was more like 30. Scary thought, isn't it? Oh, you know what? This is kind of warming my heart a little bit. I do think toddlers in The Sims 4 were quite well done. I mean, they should be. It took long enough to arrive. But I think toddlers in The Sims 3 are also really good. The added animations of them dicking about with toys, fighting over things, eating everything. I feel like they're a bit more detailed even than The Sims 4 toddlers. That kid just picked her nose. So, I don't think I've ever seen that. Except when a Sim who has no cooking skill tries to make a salad. Then I've seen it. Also, I feel like time is just flying by. I am surprised after a few hours that they're all still very much in the green. No one's hungry or anything. They all seem to be doing okay. You guys all right? Yeah? You don't need anything? No? Oh, I hope we see a fight. Are we going to see a fight? No. We got some kids now starting to get... Okay, so Alec, he's in the red for his hygiene, so obviously he shat himself. She's thinking about it. She's noticed that he stinks. Lily, also low hygiene. Lucy, low hygiene. Okay, so they've all shit themselves. So you've got 4 toddlers. If I were you, Jean, I don't want to tell you what to do. If I were you, I would sort this out before you get the whole clan involved. And it looks like she's taken my advice because Alec now has a clean diaper. So we're going to make our way through these kids then, Jean? Yeah. She's got good instincts, you know. She doesn't wait until it's a dire situation. They have all shut themselves now, but she's making her way through all of them. And it looks like, this is going to be the real test because they're all going to get super hungry soon. Are you going to carry on with that pattern? Just go through one by one, changing their diapers? Yeah? She's got a bad mood buff from a crying baby. If the baby can't be quieted, it's best to get as far away as possible. And also disgusted. If you think this is bad just from having a few stinky diapers, you should wait until they're hungry. Seriously, Jean, you're going to be fucked. Oh no, she's still going through the process of changing the nappies. And the first kid, Alec, he's gone in the orange now for his hunger, which means she's never going to get them all green again. Yeah, he's stomping around, demanding some food. Have they all had their nappies changed? Oh, the hat one hasn't. But other than him, she's done pretty well. She's gone round, she's changed every single one of their nappies. So, you know, hygiene's done, Jean. They're all hungry now, probably time to pull your finger out. Are we going to start feeding these kids or what? All right, you know what? I gave them the hopscotch map because it was like in the kids section, but they obviously can't use it. I didn't think I would need to give her this many high chairs because I didn't think she would try and feed them all at once. But clearly I was wrong and I accept that. So you know what? I'm just going to give you 7 high chairs and do with that what you will. Good luck. I mean, she herself is quite hungry and she doesn't like children, so I feel like it would be quite funny if she puts them all in a high chair and then makes herself a sandwich. Are you actually going to feed any of these kids? Because you keep putting them in the high chair, but they're not actually giving them any food. How is this going to play out for us, Jean? She just had an outburst. She just screamed. Oh, one of them's got food. There you go. You're all getting your food slowly but surely. Yeah, she's kind of... she's losing it a little bit. She's definitely very stressed. Now she's just screaming again and again. Jean, why don't you feed the other kids? If you spent less time screaming and more time feeding, this would be a lot easier and you'd have a bit more peace. There we go. There we go. See, it's getting quieter. Some kids are getting fed. Some aren't. Based on who our favourites are, I guess. She's doing pretty well, actually, despite having multiple breakdowns. She's got 5 toddlers fed. She still has 3 to feed, but, you know, she's going to stop and make herself a snack. How hungry are these kids? In 15 minutes, she's going to go from hungry to very hungry, and then this one as well. But only 2 of them need food now. She's just kind of toning it out, you know. There's lots of screams, but she's just blocking it out. Just concentrating on her mac and cheese. And now she's very tired. All you have to do is feed the other 2 and then put the rest to bed. It's pretty straightforward there, Jean. You don't have to make such a meal out of this. So now they're all screaming because they want to be put to bed. We're going to lose these kids, Jean. She just wanted some peace. She's taken her burnt mac and cheese and she's eating it in the bathroom on her own. Just getting away from the kids. Oh, she somehow did feed the other children. They've all been fed. Oh, I didn't realise that. So now all she has to do is just put them all to sleep. Just put them to bed, Jean. You'll be fine. One thing I will say is there is it feels like a little bit more logic to it. Like, even though Jean keeps stopping to scream, she is kind of getting on with it, you know? Like, she's having a bit of a breakdown, then she's getting on with it. Whereas in this experiment in The Sims 4... I couldn't really see a lot of distress in the adult sim, but she also didn't really do such a great job of meeting their needs. So I feel like Jean, you know, she's kind of reacting in a way I would expect her to. Incredibly stressed, but also, you know, getting things done. Just very slowly. You are going to have to hurry up though, Jean, if you want to get them all tucked up before you pass out. That's two children taken to bed in the space of about 2 hours. 2 of them have just fallen asleep on the floor. Take a little break to take a shit. Come on, Jean, you've only got 2 screaming toddlers left to put to bed, and then you're done. She's exhausted. She's covering her ears with her hands. You're so close, Jean. You've only got like 2 more to put to bed, and then you can go to sleep. See, you can already hear the difference. It's just one baby screaming now. All right, last one, and then it'll be all peace and quiet, and then you can get into your bed. And just like that, suddenly, the sound of silence. They didn't all make it to their cribs. 2 of them passed out, but we have a bit of peace and quiet now. Jean, why don't you take yourself to bed? You've deserved it. You don't need to scream anymore. Okay, she's taken herself to bed. And I think they might sleep through now until the end of the experiment. I'm genuinely impressed. I honestly think Jean handled it pretty well. Yeah, she took her time to stop and scream, but she didn't really glitch much. She got them all fed in the end. She got them all put to bed in the end without any of my intervention. I'm genuinely pretty impressed with her. I think she's done a good job. And with that, we're 10 minutes towards 9, getting towards the end of the experiment. So on that note, I'm going to end this video here before they all wake up hungry. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. You know I love it when you do that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.